Gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing to follow for the prestigious South African lightweight title, as well as that old buck belt. He's on my left, he's fighting out of the red corner. He's got the red and blue trunks, the white and blue trunks rather. He weighed in at 61 kilograms. His fight record, 21 fights, 19 wins and 2 losses, 15 by knockout. The challenger, Mbeko, Cinderella Dayile. And the current South African lightweight champion, he's got the white and brown trunks, weighing at 61.15 kilograms. His fight record, 26 fights, 18 wins, 6 losses and 2 draws, 8 by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Bulldog, Naas Scheepers. Our officials for this fight, our judges, Clem Martin, Judge Wally Snowball and Judge Marnie Smith. Our referee, Len Hunt, and timekeeper is going to be none other than Dan Litchfield.
Well, here we go into this lightweight title fight. Interesting thing there, Dayile announced as Cinderella. I didn't know he had a nickname. He's the Cinderella man, wasn't that?
Jim Braddock.
Jim Braddock.
Jim Braddock, the Cinderella man. Came back and won the world title. So is he going to try and come back and win the South African title?
Well, let's see how he can do it, because I'll tell you one thing, these two men can both punch. They're both good punchers. A knockout could come either way at any stage of the fight, as it did in their first meeting. A good, hard, tough bout the first time, and suddenly Scheepers put over that punch. He was in command in the round when he did it. Put over that punch, and out went Dayile. Well, this is the return.
He had to do that because he had a badly cut eye, if I can recall correctly, and he came back. He knew. Oh, good combinations coming in there from Scheepers.
Well, he's a man who didn't do too badly in his attempt at the world title. He lost on points to George Scott, a good champion. And I think he's found his level, that this is where it is, South African title. Although he said after this, he may give up this lightweight title tonight if he retains it, and go on after the junior welterweight crown. Maybe having a little bit of weight trouble, so that may tell on him as the fight goes on.
Well, he's a tall man, and I think he must battle a little bit to make a lightweight limit. But and that's Scheepers. They both got white shorts on. Scheepers white with the brown trim, and fighting from the southpaw stance. That's leading with the right hand against Dayile with a white shorts, a little blue bow on the back.
Dayile takes a right hand to the rib cage and a left to the head, and he staggers from a left hook and a right to the head from Scheepers. Scheepers using that right hand from the southpaw stance very well.
Well, we have our referee Len Hunt, a very experienced official here handling this title fight here tonight. So far, very little work for the referee, but good shots coming from the champion. A very determined and sharp-looking Naas Scheepers here. I think that fight against George Scott must have given him a lot of confidence.
Yes, he went the whole 12 rounds. He didn't do too badly. A good left hand and another right to the head of Dayile. He's catching Dayile with some very short, close-up punches.
Take it up.
And he's hitting with both hands of Scheepers. The right hook from the southpaw stance, the unorthodox punch, can be a very good one if delivered properly, and he's learnt, it seems, to be able to throw it. And he throws it from very close range.
He's got the longer reach too, so he's the bigger man of the two. Dayile, a lot of ring rust, I should imagine. He only had one fight in '96. So he hasn't fought for quite a while.
Didn't do too well in that fight either. He fought a less experienced fellow, Andrew Scanjana, and came away with a very, very close decision. It didn't please everybody, but he's trying to make a fight of it here. He's going into Scheepers. He's waited a long time for this opportunity to get back in the ring with this man.
And he believes that he can take a title because he felt he was in with a good chance until he was stopped in the previous fight. But Dayile's only lost 2 fights, so it was the first fight he had against Danny Myburg when he had a crack at the title. And then he won the title from Myburg later on. And then when he defended the first defense, he got stopped by Naas Scheepers.
Scheepers, yes.
So he's only had those 2 defeats, and they're both inside the distance.
Sure. And he took some cracking good shots from close range from Saunders in that round. Saunders is looking pretty good when they get in at close range. He seems to have learned how to shorten his punch as well, because he was...
But Scheepers, very good, looking sharp, Scheepers. See some of the slow motion here, Leonard. Look at this. You possibly see some of those sharp shots coming in from Scheepers.
Yeah, well, he was always a fighter who liked to fight at long range. Now all of a sudden he's in there closer, and it seems to have learned something, as you said, from the Scott fight, because he's hooking in much shorter.
Come on.
Well, we're going to round 2 of the South African lightweight title contest, scheduled for 12 rounds. Between Naas, Scheepers, the defending champion in the white trunks with the brown band, and Dayile, the challenger, the former champion, who lost his title to Scheepers, in the white trunks with a blue bow at the back.
Scheepers really looking good as he gets into close range. I like the way he's working in there. He's looking for the opening, and then he gets in and he pulls those punches in short. Smart left hook to the head went in there. And down goes Dayile, and he got hit 3 times on the floor.
Well, that was a bit of a foul. He wants to lose the title the same way that...
5, 6, wait, come on.
The referee's going to quite correctly. The referee's going to
point, okay?
Quite correctly.
Come on.
Now there's protestation going in from the corner. They don't want to go on. A point being taken
a point away from the champion. Quite correctly, the referee's taking command there. Very good refereeing there by Len Hunt.
It is, because Scheepers need not have done what he did there. He'd actually landed a couple of good shots. He had Dayile at his mercy. He hurt Dayile, and Dayile went down and he hit him while he was on the canvas, and that's not the thing to do. And their punches are soaking in from Scheepers. Dayile fighting back now actually caught Scheepers with a good right hand to the head.
Well, that caught Scheepers' attention there. There's no doubt about that. We're going to see a fight in Anja now. That's a real wake-up call there for Scheepers.
For Dayile too, because Dayile suddenly swung into action. But whether he can really do anything...
I'll take away a point from you now, okay?
They're a warning to Dayile. If you do that again, I'll take away a point from you. Well, Len Hunt is really getting into the middle of this fight, and there's good punch. Oh, and cracking right hand to the head from Dayile. And here again, Len Hunt's warning him, when I say break, you break. He's taking a point away from Dayile for hitting on the break.
Take away a point for hitting on the break.
Well done, referee Len Hunt. This is taking action, because these fighters know the rules, and they're going against the rules, and quite correctly so as the referee stepped in. He's got to take control, and this is what he's doing. This is his job.
Real animosity developed between these two fighters in this ring. There's nothing going here apart from the left hands from Scheepers banging away, but neither of them prepared to give a centimetre as they go into the battle. This is a tough one, close range.
Oh, this is a real war here now. It's hammer and tongs here in the middle of the ring.
You starting.
Scheepers throwing punches as though he's counting on every one of them to get home and do the damage.
Well, Scheepers is making the mistake of fighting Dayile. He's fighting Dayile's fight now. He should get back to as he was fighting when he began the round. How do you score that round? Is it 9-9? A very difficult one to score. Each lost a point.
They both lose a point. Must be 9-9. Has to be 9-9.
That's an unusual one.
That's quite unusual. I can't recall both fighters having a point taken away in the same round.
Very seldom in boxing.
I've seen them have points taken away, but in different rounds. But I can't recall where they've had them taken away in the same round like that. That's an unusual thing. Len Hunt scored something there.
And I think that both was a fairly even round. With the points being deducted, it could have been an even round, so it must end up at 9-9.
Well, let's say the real winner of the round was the referee.
Well, some action here from that really rough round there that gave referee Len Hunt a lot of work.
Well, that was the voice of Menzi and Kota in the corner of Dayile, if you could understand what he was saying in Xhosa. But they go back into it now, and it's no quarter being asked here as the two of them go into action.
Right, step back.
In round 3, there was a lot of action in that real action-packed second round. Both fighters determined to go for the knockout. A real grudge match here.
Scheepers needs to keep his head, not lose it as he did in that last round, because he can do all the damage here. He staggers Dayile with a short right to the head. That right hook of Scheepers is really doing a lot of good work.
Well, he's just got to push out the right hand and work for the openings, not go wild and lose his head. He's got to fight his fight and not Dayile's fight.
Break.
Quite a bit of a maul going on here at times when they get in too close. I don't think Dayile wants to get involved in the close range action because that's where he's being caught. When he does, he's gone into the clutching. He wants to keep it at long range if he can.
Break. Go back. Come on. Come here. Both you guys
Referee
watch your
Hunt
heads,
calling
okay?
them together. He's having his hands full because this is more than a fight.
Right,
This is a
step back.
real down-and-out battle.
Naas,
This is a
on the break.
war.
There's the real grudge match here. We've got no call to give by either man. A little bit of rough stuff coming there, and they both bit of a head going there from Dayile.
Okay.
Yes, he's getting a warning for it too. That head did go in there.
Real rough stuff, and both boxers are guilty.
It's a case of one or the other is going to land the big punch very soon, and that might swing things around very markedly because there's not a great deal in it at the moment.
Well, he's got to watch that head of Dayile because Scheepers is susceptible to cuts, and he was cut in the last fight. I think it was also from the head, going in low.
Well, he does cut badly. His one fight in Australia against Justin Rousel, he was stopped with a bad cut.
Coming in low with the head.
That's for Dayile going low there, and that could cause a cut. So Scheepers has got to watch out for that. Dayile looking in good condition despite his long lay off here. He's right in the fight here. He's holding his own with Scheepers here in round 3.
Yes, he doesn't seem to be at all phased out by the southpaw stance. He seems to be quite at home fighting a southpaw, and that's not what's worrying him. I think he needs to, what he's trying to do is get himself into his stride. As you say, he's been out of action for a long time. The action hasn't been his forte, but there he tries to use the head again. Gets clipped with 2 right hands from Scheepers. Scheepers putting a lot of work into that right hand of his.
Well, that's the right hand from the southpaw. Scheepers leading with his right hand there. And good combinations coming there from a champion.
Stop. Hey, man,
Well, a
cover
good
up,
round
up
there for Scheepers. He possibly shaded that round.
Now into enzekayo nje musiya ngento ufuna uphakama phambi kwakhe ne into erong nje leyo yebo please sugoba phambi kwakhe yebo into mkhathe la right and clinch, right and left hook and clinch, right and left hook and clinch zinyuke rounds yebo.
Okay, as jy uitgaan nou, loop straight aan toe met 'n 1-2 combination. Straight right there.
Well, that was the voice of Harold Volbrecht, himself a top-class southpaw in the corner of Naas Scheepers, and back into action. And he tells Scheepers, "You've got to go in 1-2, 1-2.
Keep your punches up, okay?
Keep your punches up," says referee Hunt to Scheepers. He's whoa, Dayile trying to fight back here. He's trying to get into Scheepers, and I think he realizes now the way to beat a southpaw is to attack him and throw right-handers.
Well, he caught him with a good right hand there, and that stunned Scheepers.
Don't push him off.
That really caught his attention. Scheepers has got to keep his cool. Just keep jabbing with that right hand and get the openings.
Right went over the top of Scheepers' defense there, and that put him above the eye. He's got to watch out for that, because that's where the cuts come from, above those eyes. And if Dayile gets through with more of those shots, we may see, and a good right-hander again from Dayile. Those are good shots. He's finding his mark with that.
Oh, Dayile looking very confident. Right hand coming in again from Dayile.
Scheepers has taken them well because he's fighting right back after them, but he can't afford to take too many of those like that.
Oh, that right hand scoring all the time there from Dayile. Good right hands coming in. Quite a good round here for Dayile.
Yes, he's learned the right approach now is to go forward You have to attack a southpaw like this. No good standing back off him because he'll hit you with a long left. And he found the short right of Scheepers is coming through too often, so he's going on the offensive, moving in and he's attacking, and that right hand of his is doing good work.
Good tactics on the part of Dayile, and they're paying dividends from here in round 4.
A left hook to the head, a right hook to the body. He's getting it in, and he's keeping the pressure on Scheepers, and that's what he has to do.
Well, he said he wants his title back, and he's making a very, very good attempt at it.
Lace.
Lace looks like Scheepers and Lace has come loose, and referee Leonard. That's very good refereeing there, Leonard. He's picking up everything tonight.
You know, we were so busy watching the fight, I don't think we noticed that ourselves. The lace had come undone.
Let's go.
Here we go, back into action.
Well, so far it's a good round for the challenger, Dayile. Oh, and as I said, there's a cut in the eye
A
from...
nasty cut on the right hand, right eye of Scheepers. Scheepers in turn caught Dayile with a good shot. He's up at the count of 8, and now the wall will be on because the blood is starting to flow. The eye is actually closing.
Well, that must be from the head, I should imagine.
Step back.
Well, it might be. Dayile was landing some fair good punches earlier on in this round.
Exactly what happened in their previous fight there. Cut eye, and Scheepers knew he had to turn the fight around.
He's trying now to really get into Dayile because I think he knows. He knows now that the danger is there.
Oh, good shots coming in there from a champion.
Short-range punches, that's what he likes to do best. And there's a lot of punching going on after the bell again. Back in the corner, let's see what they do with that eye.
Okay, leave it.
Deep Parsons.
Working, the cut is directly under the eyebrow. Right at the extreme end of the eyebrow, and it's a deep one.
Possibly you see the knockdown here in the slow motion. And that was a right hand there that got him on the side of the head.
Spun him around and landed on all fours.
I don't think he was really that hurt from the punch. It was sort of a glancing blow. Yeah, more on the side of the head.
It caught him, yes, it spun him around more than hurting him.
Well, we're going to round 5 of the South African lightweight title fight, and it's all action here at the Wembley Indoor Arena. A real hammer and tongs between these two lightweights. Dayile from East London trying to get back his title that he lost to Scheepers on a knockout in the 8th round, and he's making a very, very good job. He got dropped in the round, but there's more of a glancing blow. But he's coming right back into it. He's determined. He's not going to give up very easily. He wants that title.
He banged 2 lefts right onto that right eye of Scheepers' too. And it's early days. There's only 4 rounds have gone, and that eye is bleeding. It could be dangerous for Scheepers if that is opened up at any stage now. He's got to protect it, which he isn't really doing by going in with that side face forward into Dayile. Looking for a knockout, obviously, as Scheepers now. But Dayile is there, and Dayile can do a lot of damage with one shot on that optic.
Well, he's got a good right hand, is Dayile, and he's still got a good holding. Got a bit left in, and he's going to let those right hands go. And Scheepers is open for that right hand.
Dayile, if you don't stop holding, I'm taking away a point.
Another warning from Len Hunt. Dayile, if you don't stop warning, I'm taking away another point.
Well, he stopped holding there, and quite correctly so, because as he comes in every time he holds, and he's coming in low with the head, which is quite dangerous.
It is dangerous, particularly with that cut. Surprisingly, he hasn't tried to make a target of that eye.
He's more intent on having a fight, and I think that's where both fighters are losing their heads here. And if they can just stand back and pick their punches, it'll do them a world of good. But they're all intent on roughing it up, and this is where they're losing it.
Well, it's become a bit of a straight-out brawl at the moment. It is action. That's one thing about it. There's not a dull moment in this fight. A bit untidy at times as they get into their molds, but nonetheless, punches are flowing, and a lot of damage being done on both sides.
Too much needle here, and I think they let it go to their heads. But Dayile seems a little bit troubled this round. He's holding on more than he's done previous rounds in the fight, backing off a bit.
Because I'm wondering if good left hand from Scheepers found its mark. That one hurt Dayile, and I'm wondering if the pace and the pressure isn't getting a little bit too Dayile. Scheepers is looking better at everything here, bouncing punches off Dayile. That another knockdown in that round really puts him into the picture again.
Oh, he's really slowed up in this round, is Dayile.
Scheepers looking for the opening for that. That right hand.
Good right hand coming there, because that
He hit him with that short right to the head again. That punch has been doing a lot of damage to Dayile.
Dayile holding on now because he's really in trouble.
Overtime work coming from that sweeping right hand of Scheepers is getting through.
Well, then
He isn't getting much opportunity to throw the left hand. Seems to be holding it back quite a bit as well.
Dayile laying on now because I think he's taken a good few shots and it's really tight. A very good round there for the champion.
Yes, well, that was plus the knockdown, and he won the round very comfortably. That shoots him well ahead.
I just heard referee Leonard say the cut is from the head. The cut is from the head, so...
that does mean if there's a stoppage, they'll have to go to the cards.
Well, my scorecard, Scheepers is well ahead.
Yes, in the instance like this, the referee has to declare it. Otherwise, it becomes just a straight technical knockout should they have to stop the man with a cut. But he has declared it that cut was from the head, which means it is now an open factor. So if the fight has to be stopped at any stage because of the cut, they will go to the scorecard.
Well, it's a true test here for a referee tonight, and I think Leonard Hunt has come through the test. He's refereeing handler's fight. He's taken charge. Not an easy fight to referee. Well, we're going to round 6 of a South African lightweight title fight. Naas Scheepers, the champion.
Take time. Take time.
Referee taking time.
Look, I don't know if you're playing games with me or what. Twice I've asked you to fix this up.
Referee giving a hard night here, and quite correctly so.
He's speaking to
the
Daile's
corner man, and he's taking his time.
His actual words are, I don't know if you think you're playing games with me here tonight, but twice I've told you to fix this
Quite correctly so. This is good refereeing. I'm surprised that he's not on one of the panels of the IBF or WBU or WBC. He doesn't get on a panel, but he's a very, very good referee. He's showing it here tonight.
He's certainly showing authority, which is something that's required, and what he has said has been absolutely correct.
And he's picked up everything. He's picked up the butt. He's picked up the
shoelace.
The shoelace. So he's having a great night here tonight.
And there he goes again. Now that lace is this is very amateurish corner work in the first place, because that shows that the Dayile camp have not done their homework properly. They haven't taped their man's hands properly.
And there's no excuse for that. It's a professional game. They should do the job properly.
Let's go.
It's holding up what was otherwise a good fight.
Well, a rough fight, if anything else. And if it's a good fight, then it's a brawl.
It's a brawl.
Rough, but I suppose exciting for the fans.
Oh, the public likes it. Not a huge audience here, but nonetheless an appreciative one, because they're enjoying this. A lot of noise in this fight. Those 5-6 punches from Scheepers flowing through there.
Good little right hand coming there for Scheepers. And Scheepers at southpaw stance, pushing out that right hand of his. And scoring with the right hand. That's quite effective.
Yes, he's been doing well against Dayile in this round. Everything's gone wrong for Dayile, apart from the bandage. Knockdown in the last round.
And a good corner work there. I see that cut. There's no bleeding there. Adolf Forbracht really done a good job on that cut.
That's a pretty good corner, that of Volbeck's. You never hear much of them, but they know what they're doing. They always seem to be very much in command of the situation.
They're absolutely professional.
They've had to work a lot with fighters like Scheepers, who's prone to cuts. They've got a couple in their stable who are prone to cuts, and they work well on them. And this is Scheepers in full cry here, letting loose with both hands.
Come on, wake it up.
Well, Dayile seems to be backing off as he did in the previous round. He seems to have lost a little bit of snap, is Dayile. But he's got to throw that right hand at Dayile. That's his only hope, because he's slowly falling behind on points.
Well, at this stage, the two knockdowns, I think he must be drifting pretty rapidly. He does need to come in with something dramatic here.
Right, stay back. Both of you watch your heads, huh?
Both of you watch your heads, says referee Hunt. Oh, good. Two Good left hands from Scheepers, and those shook Dayile. He's in a bit of trouble over there. Takes a right hand to the head. He's trying to get back into it, but Scheepers is really nailing him with that left hand now.
Dayile, you're holding.
Been waiting for that left hand of Scheepers to come into play. He seemed to have been holding it back earlier, and all of a sudden it's coming into action now.
Definitely Dayile is tiring now. You can see the look on his face. He's holding on to every opportunity. He's really a tired fighter. Scheepers has just got a good right hand coming from Dayile. As I said, that he's still got power in that right hand, is Dayile.
Scheepers walked right into that one.
Well, he mustn't get careless, because there's still plenty of power in that right hand, as he showed there.
Nice welt up, moving up, red welt moving up on Scheepers' right cheek too. He's taken a couple of shots there as well as the head work.
Well, Dayile becoming a little bit desperate. He's going to throw those right hands. That's his only hope, because he's falling so far behind in points. He must be a good 5 or 6 points behind now at this stage of the fight.
Well, that's the halfway stage, and at this stage, as you say, Scheepers well in command, well ahead of on all the scorecards, without any doubt about that. The knockdowns have seen to that, and it's just not working right for Dayile at this stage. He's trying his hardest, he's doing his best, he's making a willing fight of it. Give him that much. He's in there all the time, and he's looking for openings, but he just doesn't get going. No, Scheepers is doing what Scheepers wants to do.
Jy moet die pressure op zijn solid shots. Zijn trainer wat hem stoot. Hij wil niet meer. Hij heeft al gekoot net. Hij is medium getrokken. He doesn't want to fight. Don't you get it on that left uppercut. Right, pull him for that left uppercut.
Oh, we're going to round 7 of this rough and tumble lightweight title fight for the South African lightweight title. And Dayile, a tired man, coming off his stool very, very slowly here. He's only got that right hand going for him. That's all he's got left in it.
I noticed earlier there was Scheepers taking his time to come off, but Dayile rushing from the corner. But now Dayile is moving quietly out of his corner at the beginning of the round. That's a sign that he's taken a lot. Well, he's floundering around, trying to clutch around the middle as Scheepers comes into him. And as Scheepers does unleash another barrage of punches, Dayile immediately goes into the clutch.
Excellent right hand there that really Scheepers took out well. He's still got to be careful that right hand. There's still plenty of power in the right hand of Dayile. He's leaving himself getting rather careless, as Scheepers, just coming in, leaving his jaw wide open. He can't afford to get careless.
Those punches, sometimes in desperation, can be the dangerous ones in a fight like this. Especially when you get a man like Scheepers who is trying to get full command of it and is leaving himself wide open. He's walking in. Strange to say, he's still walking in with that right side of his exposed, and that's where the bad eye is.
Coming in with the left hand very, very low. And he's been caught. But there's only desperation now from Dayile. Only one shot coming at a time.
Good work on that eye. Has stopped it. There's no more blood coming out of it. And they've done a good job in the corner there. The Volbrecht corner. Dayile taking over. Oh, and Dayile gets rocked with a right-hander again from Scheepers. Scheepers backs him in, and down goes Dayile in the corner.
Come on, up. Come on.
Clutching, looking for a count, and referee Hunt says, get up. He slipped. Now Scheepers straight into him. And there Scheepers foolishly rushes at his man with both hands down, and he could have been hurt, but it's Dayile taking a barrier.
That's a bad tackle there from Dayile. I think he's desperate. A tired young man.
Floor, but Dayile taking
his corner in
he's taking punishment here. He's getting hurt.
Finished.
He's doing nothing. He's trying to... This time referee Hunt does count him. He doesn't know where he is at the moment.
He's in real trouble. Look at his legs.
7. 8. Lift your hands. Go.
The referee says, go on, fight on, but there's nothing left in Dayile. Oh, and a right-hander. And referee Hunt said it's all over. Well, and it is. That right-hander there as he came back after the knockdown, that staggered him, and there was one-way traffic from there on. Referee Hunt. Referee Hunt's had a very, very good fight here. Give him full marks.
Oh, yes.
He's had a lot of troubles. He's handled them extremely well. He's gone through everything. He's picked up faults that even we didn't see. He's really done this job immaculately, and he stopped that fight right on the spur of the moment.
True test for a referee, and an outstanding referee. And I'd like to see him get into the one of the world bodies.
He deserves it.
He did it. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's the top referees in South Africa. Well done, referee Leonard.
No, he deserves full praise for that, and so does Scheepers for that finishing burst of his, because Scheepers really came through magnificently at the end of that fight. There he walks around the ring, a very happy man. Here you see the slow-mo, where he... Dayile at this stage was just staggering around.
Good shots coming there from Scheepers. That left hand. Oh, excellent shots to the head there from Scheepers. And that's where he just went down. He just couldn't take it anymore. He was finished.
I did like that right-hand work of Scheepers in this fight.
A lot of authority.
He's learned to hit short with the right hook, and that's, from a southpaw, that's a dangerous shot. There it goes.
That was the one that finished him off. That was the end.
He didn't know where he was with that punch. He just went staggering forward.
And that was the finish. The referee Leonard had seen enough, and that's with the stoppage. Excellent shot coming there from Scheepers. Excellent right hand.
Wacko, and he's gone. There's no way of coming back from a punch like that.
Well, good performance.
Not when you're in that kind of trouble that he'd be.
In a rough fight, but a good performance by Scheepers.
Oh, yes. Well, this was a rough fight. Anyway, it's all over. Scheepers is the winner, but here we'll go over to Dennis Dayile, who'll give you the official result.
Ladies and gentlemen, now referee Len Hunt stops the fight. 2 minutes, 33 seconds in the 7th round. Our winner, and still the South African lightweight champion, Naas, the Bulldog Scheepers.
Well, there you are. Naas Scheepers took 1 round less this time. So he determined he wanted to retain his title. A gutsy performance by Dayile, but he just didn't have enough. I think that long layoff must have done something. He was rusty. He did his best, but it wasn't just good enough.
Yeah, he didn't put up as good a fight this time as he did in the previous one. He was a worthy challenger, but I think he realizes now that he's just not there. So Naas Scheepers, still the lightweight champion of South Africa.
Is his first defense? Is it his first defense of the title?
No, it's his second.
Is his second defense?
Second defense. He defended in Port Elizabeth last year.
Oh, yes.
And this is his second defense.
A very good win here for Naas Scheepers. The South African lightweight champion retained his title. But they should do something about those boot laces. Tighten them up, because he could have tripped on it. I see the laces are loose again. And a very good one, yeah. The winner and still champion, Naas Scheepers.